Welcome to Equal Time with Martha Burke. Almost everyone in the U.S. knows about December 7, 1941, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. But few know the details about what happened the next day, December 8, when the U.S. declared war on Japan in retaliation. The congressional vote to declare war was unanimous, almost. The first woman elected to Congress, Jeannette Rankin, a Montana Republican and outspoken pacifist, cast the only no vote, eliciting hisses from peers. Several pressed her to change her vote, or at least to abstain, to make the resolution unanimous, but she refused, saying, "As a woman, I can't go to war, and I refuse to send anyone else." The surprise Japanese attack on the U.S. military base at Pearl Harbor was devastating, and zeal for revenge was at a fever pitch. The vast majority of Americans supported President Roosevelt's call for a declaration of war. But Rankin believed Roosevelt deliberately provoked the Japanese because he wanted to bring the U.S. into the European war against Germany, and she was determined not to cooperate with the president's plan. Her opposition was not new. She had voted against World War I back in 1917, along with a few male members of Congress. There was some pushback then, but she knew that in the case of World War II in 1941, it would be politically suicidal. She was right. Many citizens saw her vote as evidence that a woman could not handle the difficult burdens of national leadership. When the news of her no vote reached the crowd gathered outside the Capitol, some self-appointed patriots threatened to attack her, and police had to escort her out of the building. She was vilified in the press, accused of disloyalty, and called Japanette Rankin, among other impolite names. But she stood her ground on her vote. When her term neared completion 2 years later, Rankin was certain she would not win re-election and chose not to run again. She continued to be an active advocate for pacifism and led a campaign against the Vietnam War in 1968 when she was 87 years old. Jeannette Rankin has gone down in history as a brave woman who put principles over popularity. Thanks for listening to Equal Time. I'm Martha Burke.